What's happening?
Well, we're going to go and find somewhere to film the opening shot, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. Off we go.
All right, thank you. The National Portrait Gallery's around here, which seems ironic. So today's the Imperfect portrait experiment, which is exploring, it's part of my ongoing work, exploring the relationship between shame and art. And whilst I'm pretty good at drawing, I'm terrible at portraits.
How good are you at shame?
I'm not bad at shame. This feels really cringeworthy because that's what a portrait is normally regarded as. Then I did these on the train coming up. These are my portraits.
What makes you think those aren't good?
Well, I know they're making a mark on paper. It's my experience of the person. But it just doesn't look like that. That's the definition of what a good portrait is. So I'm interested in what my response is to creating the art, what people's response is to what I've created, and then also them seeing themselves in a portrait. It's multi-layered. I keep looking at people with more detail, imagining drawing them, which is already a fascinating part of the experiment. So I'm trying to notice what makes them unique.
How's it going, Steve?
Well, it's nice and sunny and I haven't got moved on, but I think I'm avoiding eye contact with people because I don't really want to draw them. But there will, once I get one person. This guy over here keeps looking.
Why don't you want to draw them?
Because then I'll start to get it wrong. And start to. I actually quite like these now. I'm starting to like them a bit more now.
What makes them more likeable?
I think that's just very me.
And they've been shown in Trafalgar Square.
Shown. They're being exhibited. People know what they'll be getting themselves into.
So talk me through what just happened.
There were some tourists around, and I said, "Do you want a picture?" And they said, "Is it free?" And when I said it's free, it was like, "Yeah, I don't know what they were saying. I don't know what language they were speaking. I think it might be Cantonese." And then I drew her picture. She said, "How long will it take?" I said, 3 minutes. She said, "Oh." And I said, 2 minutes. Oh, 1.5 minutes. And then I just did it. Just followed the lines. It was a very me portrait. I was really pleased with it because that's exactly how I wanted it to look.
What does that mean, a very me portrait?
It's vaguely familiar. It looks like it's the person, but there's something not quite right about it. That's what I like in my art. Something not quite right about it. Something slightly childlike, but not as innocent as a child's drawing. Something demented about it, I think.
And when the person saw the picture, what happened?
I sort of built up suspense and turned it round. I just burst into laughter, but not. It didn't feel like a laughter act. Like, my God, that's terrible. It's just it's my this is something. And then they all had a photo taken with me. Oh, it's brilliant. It can only go downhill from here. Halfway through that one, I started to worry I was making her look really a bit ugly or different to how she was. She was a lovely young girl. But I think what's happening is people we're just immersed in the experience together, and it's a replica of the experience rather than anything else. So I was worried that she could be deeply insulted by it, but
is this experiment going as badly as you'd hoped?
I don't know if it's going well or not. It just is going. I sort of want someone to go, nah, no, I don't want it.
Would it be different if you started charging?
Maybe. I don't want to do that yet though. That's a bit too much.
You're still smiling.
Yeah, it's good. It's the smiliest person I've seen. You ready? Don't laugh. Your mouth too big, but good. Treasure it.
Thank you.
Thank you. They're going downhill.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just halfway through drawing them. Just having that experience of going, my God, this is going terribly wrong. Yeah, you ready?
And tell me, what do you think?
I actually like it. It's nice. I like the type of drawing, like the way he draws. It's really good. Will you paint me as well?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
Should I smile or cry?
I mean, I thought that I'm ugly, but I never thought that I'm as ugly as this, so this is beyond my expectations.
Are you happy or not so sure?
You know, women want to be beautiful, so for my child this is funny, but for me I think this is not a very pretty lady here.
And
so.
it's a bit of an experiment because Steve thinks people won't like his drawings. You don't like what you look like. Is his drawing
bad?
bad?
I don't think that I look like this. No.
So is it just a bad drawing?
It's a very humorous drawing.
It's a humorous drawing.
It's like comical.
Okay.
You know, so it's to make people think or smile.
Okay.
But it's not reality, I would say.
So you're okay then?
I'm perfectly alright.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
What the German lady was saying, it was one of those things where people say, yeah, I'd love a character. I mean, they're not caricatures, they're just a representation. But then in seeing it, she apologised, said, oh, it's not very good. And I said, oh, my drawing, don't worry. And she said, no, I'm not looking my best. It was almost as if, I think it's probably the drawing rather than you. It just shows how personal it is, isn't it? You can be delighted by them or not.
So it's not really as if she was judging you at all?
No. This is where it can be a joyful experience of imperfection, or it can be a two-way mirror of shame. Of like, oh my God, I'm sorry I've drawn this. Oh no, it's me that doesn't look right. It's even though there's the example. I mean, unless they actually think those people look like that in real life. I mean, Shrigley's not a bad representation. It does look like that. That bottom one was supposed to be Kirsten Dunst.
Oh mate, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
It's going to be framed.
Oh, sure. Good. I think people are just generally up for it because they're away, they're on holiday.
Can you remember what your expectations were and how they've played out?
My expectations were, I think, that some people would be deeply offended, and that didn't really happen. It was curious that the one person that didn't like their portrait apologised for how they looked instead of my portrait, which surprised me. But there is something, I don't know, it felt like bungee jumping each time I did one. It's like 3 minutes, it's my God, what's going on there? The bits where it went completely off the rails, where I did that last guy, the couple that I drew him, I loved his picture, I put that in my online gallery. The bit where it goes off the rails more ended up with the better pictures. So I don't know, I loved doing that. I only stopped because time's getting on and my pen ran out.